What is up, everybody? My name is Chris and this is another video tutorial by HomeZoom5. Today we're going to learn how to upgrade our 3.55 custom firmware PS3 to 4.30.1 custom firmware. Now, more specifically, that is the Rebug edition, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. So before we get too far ahead of ourselves, get too carried away, the first thing you will need to do is QA flag your console. So if you use this video here, that is also one of mine. It'll be in the description or a video response even. This just sets your PS3 up and prepares it for upgrading to the latest in custom firmware. Don't quote me on this, I still need to do some research on it, but I'm pretty sure you can downgrade using QA flagging as well. Not 100% on that, and don't get grumpy if you can't, but I'll put something in the description maybe later just to confirm that. But once you QA flag your PS3, you are ready to do this, so we'll close that out of the way. And then the next link you'll need to go to, also in the description, is the rebug.me website. So if you go to this link right here, you will come to this page, which has the latest Rebug firmware. If we scroll down through all of the update changelog stuff, we'll come to 4 links. One of them is the one that we want, which is this one here, so Rebug 4.30.1. If you click on this link here, you will download a RAR file, and inside of that is a text file with the proper link to download the actual update. So you will need WinRAR or 7-zip, sorry, to actually download it. So click on that, go ahead with everything that you need to do, and once you have finally downloaded the file, we can close that out of the way too. You will end up with this here, which is the Rebug 4.30 PS3 update. Now you're going to need to put that onto a USB, so grab a USB stick, chuck it into your PC or your laptop, whatever you're using, and we're going to need to make a folder on our USB. I've already done this just because it is a large file, it does take a while to copy. But on your USB stick, on the very root of your memory stick, you're going to need to make a folder called PS3 in capital letters. And then inside of that, one called Update, also in capital letters. And then put this inside of that folder. And you need to rename it to ps3updat.pup. Read that text there. It'll also be in the description if you can't read it. But that's the file name it needs to be. And these are the folders that it needs to be inside, just so the PS3 can read it and know what it's looking for. Once you've done that, we can close this out of the way, and we can make a nice little segue into putting the USB stick into my PS3 and actually running the update. So what you'll need to do is actually grab the USB stick out of your PC. You may have just heard my PC go dun, and we won't put it into there yet. We'll actually turn our PS3 on into safe mode just before we get too carried away. Like I said, don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Now, to turn your PS3 on into safe mode, what you need to do is hold down the power button. So as soon as you press this, it'll beep once while you're holding it down. It'll beep a second time after a long wait, and then a third time, and it will shut down. So that's one beep right there. I'll use the audio from the video camera for this bit, just so you can hear it. But that's one beep. That's two. And then there will be a third one, and the light will turn red. There we go. That was a little bit of a long wait, I'm sorry. Alright, so that's just set our PS3 up, and the next thing we're going to need to do is hold down the power button again. It'll beep once. It'll beep a second time after a short wait, and then straight after that, it'll do 2 quick double beeps, and you'll just hear that now. So that's one beep. That's the second beep. 2 quick double beeps, and once that's done, you need to let go. So our PS3 is now in safe mode. Before I go back to the computer, what you do need to do as well is put your PS3 controller plugged in with a USB cable, and we'll activate that. So that's plugged in. Make sure that your USB for the PS3 controller is in the left slot, since this absolutely has to go. This USB, I cannot stress enough, needs to go in the right hand slot, or basically the second slot from the left on your PS3 if it was lying down. So we'll show you that around there. But see the empty slot? That one right there, the one closest to these lights for the hard drive and the wireless, that is where your USB needs to go. So let me just put the camera down so I can plug that in properly. Oh gosh. There we go. Chuck that in there. By the way, that's my official firmware PS3, so disregard that one. But that's everything set up right there. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, we'll have to go back to Fraps because... or back to my computer screen, but I can't actually get a live feed of this because the resolution doesn't seem to agree with my other monitor. But once you have done that and you've plugged your USB stick in, you're going to need to go down to System Update. So we press X on that, it'll ask me to press Start and Select once it finally comes up, and it'll check for the latest custom firmware that we're going to install. It's checking for that, and then if all goes well, it should detect our 4.30 custom firmware. It's just checking for a little while. One thing I'm really not annoyed about, one thing I'm a little disappointed about, I guess, is that the nice little loading icon up in the top right there. I like that one better than the little clock. But then again, it's kind of cool how they integrated a clock into a loading thing. So, you know, I really like the old one though. It looks really cool. I like the ripples. I'm trying to think of something to talk about while my PS3 detects this whole thing. So, I might fast forward this bit. Alright, so once that's done, you'll get preparing to update, and it'll run through the full update just here. And I'll fast forward this bit too. I might put some of my my Crash Bandicoot music in the way. Everyone seems to enjoy that, so yeah, go ahead and enjoy. Alright, there we go. So we are at PS3 System Software version 4.30.1 Rebug. Press the PS button, which will bring our PS3 controller up and basically set the update data to install. Sorry about the little wait back there. For some reason the PVR doesn't seem to agree with resolution changing and the PS3 booting up and shutting down. The reason I can't record this on my other screen as just a straight capture from the screen is because this is in 720 by 576, but this is all the licensing for this actual update. All the stuff about, you know, if you bricked your PS3, it's your fault, not ours. But yeah, because this is in a different resolution, my my 1080p monitor doesn't seem to want to agree with it. Do I want to accept that? Yeah, I suppose so. Once you do that, you don't turn off your PS3 for obvious reasons. Press X to start the update, and this is another one of those situations where we are going to listen to some Crash Bandicoot music while my PS3 decides to update. So once this is all finished and all is successful, we should see a nice screen showing my PS3 updating and booting up into 4.30 custom firmware. See you guys at the other side, I guess. Okay, so there we go. Our PS3, or my PS3, has just done the whole infamous 30-something% jump. So there we are. I'm pretty sure if all's gone well. Let me just go and check over in system settings. We'll go right, and let's go down, down, down. And system settings, and we'll just blur out that MAC address because we don't want you guys to see my MAC address. I'd rather you not. But we'll go system information. Version 4.30. Now we'll go back as well. Just back once more. Whoopsies. Circle once more again. Oops, left. Alright, and there we go. Package Manager and App Home PS3 game. They're the two things that we wanted to see. So that is showing you guys successfully updating to 4.30 custom firmware. I hope you guys have enjoyed the tutorial. I hope that everything is successful for you as it was for me. And thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all the support that I get from the PlayStation hacking community in terms of Vita, PSP, and PS3. It's much appreciated, and I'm glad that people seem to like my tutorials. Many thanks to all of the people that worked on these particular hacks, by the way. I take no credit for the final product in terms of what you get from this, only in showing you guys how to put it all together. So thank you very much, Rebug, and everybody else that's done development in the PlayStation scene, because it does not go unnoticed. Anyway, this has been another episode of Homes in Fire. Can't rate, subscribe, do all the cool stuff, and feel free to check out my Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus in the description below, guys. This has been another episode of Homes in 5. Bye-bye!